Ahoy! Welcome into the Junk Drawer, part of the Corked Bats Podcast Network. I'm AD, and Austin did not take off this week because of the Titans' loss to the Steelers. First off, congratulations, Austin, on the birth of your new baby to you and Meredith. Very happy for both of you. And in honor of that, I got Hubb, Colin, and Jack to fill in for you this week. So thank you guys for doing that. And guys, welcome. How does it feel to be the first quad box in the history of the Junk Drawer?
It's honestly an honor.
I'm getting mad around the horn vibes. It feels
around
nice.
The horn.
Yeah.
Call us Scott Hansen with this quad box, but this is Red Zone. So welcome to Red Zone.
Commercial free.
I understand there's a game right now being played. I think it's the team from Cleveland.
Yes.
I think they are playing right now. But in case you were bored with that game, because it is very boring, you have us to tune into. So thank you for joining us. And I think I'm obligated to say, as Austin does each week, please like and subscribe. Leave us a comment. Give us a 5-star rating. I don't know what they do for podcasts anymore. Just do it.
Yeah, swipe up.
Yeah, all of that. We're begging you to do it. So please. And without further ado, let's get into it this week, guys.
Let's do it.
A lot happened this past week, and in particular, Urban Meyer. Have you guys heard about this guy? He was fired. To no one's surprise, he was fired.
13 weeks too late.
13 weeks too late. I think Mr. Khan said that he was going to do it weeks ago, and the firing had nothing to do with Josh Lambo's news of him being kicked by Urban, which to be kicked by Urban, does that mean anything? Like, is that a good thing? I'm not sure. Like, at this point, he's made history, but
hey, you don't want to be the kid that your coach doesn't know. So, I mean, the fact that Urban was taking the time out of his busy schedule as the head ball coach to acknowledge Josh Lambo, I think, it's better to be the kicker being kicked than the kicker being ignored. So
he honestly might have been flirting with him.
And that's something I don't think reporters have really considered. I don't think.
Yeah, Mrs. Meyer's cool with it. She watches the grandkids, and it's his choice. He deserves to kick whoever he wants to kick.
She was cool with it a couple months ago too. So
I was
going to
say,
really matter.
We all know that she is publicly cool with that type of thing. So, but what a rough couple of months for our guy Urban Meyer. I mean, Austin made the Urban Meyer cycle, which has now been completed with the firing. I think it has went the whole way around. I think we skipped a few steps along the way, but Urban, he's no longer a coach. The NFL experiment is over for Urban Meyer, and I think the best part about that is that everyone thought that he was going to fail, and it's almost as if everyone wanted him to fail. Like, there wasn't much hope, like for Urban by anyone involved, whether it's in the media or likewise.
I think the most impressive thing that's really gone under the radar is how much he's really ruined Trevor Lawrence, who was the number one sure thing going to be an elite quarterback no matter what, over a 13-week stretch. I mean, we're watching this kid he looks worse than freaking like Tyrod Huntley for the Ravens. Like, I'd rather have that undrafted quarterback than the all-around number one pick. So
yeah.
Do you think Urban sent that kid out on the field on yesterday? So
the guy in the end zone?
Yeah, maybe. Here, let me pull that up. Maybe he was involved in that somehow. They better check his papers to make sure he's not related to Urban. But this was absolutely hilarious, though. This was by far the funniest thing that happened this Sunday. This fan, and I think the surprising thing is that, like, they still scored on this play, like despite the fan running out onto the field.
I thought that was Josh Lambo.
And he was wide open. I mean, let's not forget. He was wide. Like, I don't know why he didn't throw them the ball.
I think
maybe this. Well,
Sorry.
maybe this lends to Trevor Lawrence's struggles that we've been witnessing, that he doesn't have the ability to see the open man anymore. I don't know.
Could you imagine if something like that happened in a real game, though? Like, if that happened in the middle of Ravens Packers, we'd be talking about it. It'd be on ESPN, like, oh, should that have touchdown counted? Like, thank God that it happened during like the Texans Jaguars games. We could all laugh about it instead of hearing like Skip Bayless saying like the play should have been blown dead the second he made a move. Like,
Right, yeah, or if it had any impact on the game. Like,
right?
the fact that it was like basically a junior varsity game.
Yeah.
With the NFL's like worst teams out there.
And that also begs the question: do you think the NFL had anything to do with it? Like, we have to distract from Urban Meyer and the fact that these are 2-11 teams. Send out the fans. Let's get some buzz going.
Well, I mean, really, it's like entertainment value, right? Like, I might tune into this game for it to happen potentially again. I don't know.
If he has a teal shirt on, maybe he'll throw to him. I don't know.
I've been to a game in Duval, and it gets pretty rowdy down there, but that's probably the craziest thing that's ever happened in that stadium.
I'm just wondering, like, what he wasn't even like tackled right away. Like, he was out there for a solid, like, couple of seconds after the play even happened. Like, no one went to tackle him. Like, he
might work for them.
Yeah, should they consider talking to this guy? Does he have an agent?
That was his resume.
Yeah. That's his highlight tape, his one and only highlight right there. But it's just another example of the Jaguars just really having not much going for them except for shit like this happening, because it's
like
got to be tough.
Getting gritty. It's like it's just to distract from how awful everything was happening.
Hey, but we got to be fair right here. Something good did happen to the Jaguars this week. Lions won. They lost. They got the first pick.
Oh,
AD.
Wow. I didn't even consider that. Yes.
As a pick guy, Kenny Pickett's taking off the Peach Bowl, getting ready for Jacksonville to take him number one because Trevor Lawrence
over the hill.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I like this theory actually. It's. I mean, people are asking if Trevor Lawrence is even an NFL quarterback at this point. It's his future is in doubt. It's as far as we're concerned here at the juncture.
That's the type of coach Urban Myers is, It's outstanding.
I honestly think the NFL should be like the Premier League, and the worst team just gets kicked out for a couple years.
Gets relegated down to...
so the XFL teams can come shoot up in for a year or two.
Yeah, I like that idea, actually. We've got spring ball coming up here with the Spring Football League approaching very fast, so... We could be seeing things like that.
PJ Walker.
I was gonna say just another league for PJ Walker to shine in, and maybe Cam Newton will join him too.
He's back, so
yeah, right. I think Cam, since he said I'm back, I believe he is 0-4, and and just like I don't know if he's scored since that play, but.
He's just not back.
Yeah. Cam Newton is 0-12 in his last 12 games where he played for the Carolina Panthers. So
wow,
and he's still the Panthers' all-time greatest quarterback. Think about that.
Will the Panthers give him a statue whenever he is officially done being a Panther in 4 years?
Probably.
Yeah, it's already in the works, AD. You get to that Super Bowl, you might as well win the Super Bowl with like.
Does Jake Delhomme have one?
Well, if Delhomme doesn't have one, then Cam Newton definitely isn't getting one. You mean?
And look, I don't want to take a cheap shot at Austin while he's not here, but there are like certain franchises where just getting to the Super Bowl is winning the Super Bowl. Like a certain team from Tennessee, their best play was literally coming up a yard short of winning the Super Bowl.
I hope Austin isn't listening. Yeah, he endured enough yesterday.
Shout out Kevin Dyson.
It's on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, Austin endured enough yesterday to. I mean, and his daughter had to see it too. She's like a day old and had to see a loss.
She's already seen a Titans loss.
It's unfortunate
without Derrick Henry.
But yes, well, that's true. So and And for those wondering at home, no, Austin did not name his daughter Derrick Henry. So
I was wondering that actually.
yeah. So just be aware that he did not name her Derrick Henry, although maybe he should have.
Did we get an official Santa hat count?
Ah, yeah.
Well,
I took the over.
That's the other thing I wanted to address. I was so overwhelmed by the number of Santa hats that I saw well over 69, but I just couldn't capture them all on video. I literally couldn't like my camera roll is just filled with Santa hats right now. So
I think we got up to about 7, and I said he's not going to get the rest of these for us.
Yeah, well, believe me, I did. And I actually got a couple pictures that had multiple Santa hats in the picture. So
2 for 1.
It was the old 2-for-1 special, but it was so overwhelming. And yesterday was just like a weird day. Like when the first time I did the Santa hat count, it was a 4 p.m. game. And I find 4 p.m. games are much more manageable. Not only, beforehand, like making sure you eat something, because that's important at games, right? Like just eating.
Yeah.
And then you add the drinking on top of it. It just became too much yesterday. I apologize for not keeping everyone updated on that. In fact, I should have.
But the over did hit.
The over did hit. There were so many
Santa
Santa hats. It was the line should have been like 2,000 Santa hats. That's how many there were. Like,
oh well,
just everyone wearing
beat
them.
Vegas this time.
Yeah, for once in my life.
For once in my life, entire life.
Vegas did not win this time. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So I think I can speak on behalf of all of us for saying that the good of this week was probably Urban Meyer being fired. I think
absolutely.
Even though none of us are Jags fans, I don't think
for the city of Jacksonville.
For the city of Jacksonville, exactly. Speaking of enduring pain, like they've endured enough pain for a lifetime down there in Jacksonville. So,
I mean, you guys say this now, but we're all gonna miss the bi-weekly Urban Meyer scandal. Like it got more fun as the season progressed.
You're right. It is for team content. We'll miss Urban Meyer for sure.
I mean, that last week there was like 3 stories in one. He's calling his coaches losers. He's kicking Josh Lambo in the balls.
Right. And do you think if that news did not drop, like would Con have fired him, or would he have actually waited till the end of the season, like a normal person?
Well, he owns the Jags, so I don't think
he can do whatever. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah,
he probably. I feel like he probably would have waited it out.
Well, sorry, AD.
No. Go ahead.
No, I don't know if you guys heard his apology to the Jaguars yet, but it's classic Urban Meyer, perfect swan song, leaving the NFL. Have you guys heard it yet, or
no? Let me see if I can find it.
So instead of being a man and being like, I sucked at this, sorry, he goes on a tangent about how he failed in the NFL because society's so fragile now. And assistant coaches have agents and they get paid too much, and you can't be mean to players, and it's not about the team anymore. It's about how everybody's feeling, and that's why Urban Meyer didn't win games in Jacksonville, because society's too fragile. So it's tough.
Now I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Now I feel like a jerk.
Now I kind of want the Steelers to hire him. Fire Tomlin. Get Urban Meyer.
Over wins, I guess. Feelings over wins. That's
essentially. I think him firing Con. But do you guys know anything about the owner, Con?
I think he's a snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
Do you know where he made all his money?
Pornhub?
Yeah, maybe. With a mustache like that, you might as well be Pornhub. But
selling
no, it was in the car bumper business.
Huh?
Bumper?
In what way?
Business.
He
sold bumpers, I guess. He sold bumpers. I don't know.
I don't know if he meant like bumper stickers.
No.
Or the balls that hang off the back of the truck.
No, he sold bumpers. He's a big bumper guy. Enough bumpers to buy the Jaguars, I guess.
So like 27 bumpers.
Yeah, right. But good for him though, being in the bumper business, and oh yeah. This is what it's called. It's called Flex and Gate. So whatever the hell that is.
Okay. You say so.
Flex Seal?
Not Flex Seal. It's not.
Is he Billy Mays' dad? Is that what
It's not
happened?
Billy Mays. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So this week, normally we do the good, back, and ugly, but this week, without Austin being here, I wanted to make it a little bit different with you guys. And obviously Christmas is Thursday, so I want to do a little something special for Christmas. So why don't we go around and, because this is what's back, awkward holiday conversations. That's the back of the week, and it's probably been back for 2 weeks now at this point, the way some people are. So awkward holiday conversations. I want to hear what you got. Just hit me with them, guys. Anything you heard, maybe with family, coworkers, you name it. What do you guys have?
I think that just generic grandpa or older uncle talking about how soft kids are these days. That's always my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a man who loves the classics. Like, I had the perfect story yesterday. We go up to my grandfather's house, who, for whatever reason, lives on the side of a mountain, like a villain or something. Like, okay, like, let's go for a family hike together. Great. Like, we made sure we got there at 11 so we could do it before football starts, because obviously, like, we're family that knows what's up.
Of course,
but
yeah.
Halfway through this 5-mile hike, my 11-year-old cousin, who has asthma, starts having an asthma attack because we're climbing up the side of a mountain.
It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm just
not funny. Quinn, if you're listening, no one's laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Yeah, with you. Yeah.
After you got your breath back. But
yeah, right.
I swear to God, Grandpa turns around without missing a beat, goes, "Oh, don't worry, honey. These are the type of things you just need to breathe through."
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Or choice of words.
Yeah. Not the greatest thing to say.
Can't really rub dirt on asthma, but
it's like tough love.
Yeah. And I think that's what the holidays are all about, like misplaced tough love from the older gentleman in your family. So that's my go-to.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be a lot of that happening this week. I think something we're gonna hear a lot of. Maybe it's the Christmas table, dinner table, or even at a holiday party at work. So this is I'm being a coworker here. So what's this cryptocurrency all about? And then they get into Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then you try to explain it to them. They're like, I just don't get it. And so maybe that was last year that this conversation was happening. And then this year it's going to be
NFTs.
What are these NFTs all about? Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be a very confusing time for some people as you try to sit there and explain to them. And in some cases, it's still confusing to me. So imagine trying to explain that to someone who has no clue what you're talking about. It's just another example of the great holiday conversation we're going to be having.
Yeah, mine has to be the classic responses from colleagues, coworkers, partners, even people that you're working with, customers, clients, about we can put a pin in this till after the new year, or
put a pin in it.
Let's table this until after the holidays.
Yeah.
I just love seeing how far we can get. Like the first week of December, people are already throwing that out. It's my favorite line in email and Zoom calls now.
Like, where is that reference even from, though? Is that like about grenades or something? Like you're putting the pin back?
pinning it on the bulletin board? That's what I was picturing.
Let's table this for the
what table? Never know.
The cookie table.
Know what she's doing back there.
Yeah, right.
I got to go to my girlfriend's family's house for Thanksgiving for the first time in my life. So, I mean, I've met I've met her parents plenty of times, but I've met some new family members, so that's always a little nerve-wracking. One of them happens to be a 95-year-old great aunt who her memory is, her short-term memory, I should say, is not. It's kind of shot at this point. So I got kind of trapped having conversations with her, and me not really thinking about it. She asked me about my living situation. She's 94, so she's seen literally everything that's ever happened in history. So she's very old-fashioned. Yeah. And I accidentally let it slip that me and Molly are moving in together, and that's not cool. Premarital moving
because you aren't married. Yeah,
exactly. But thankfully she can't remember anything that happened 5 seconds before that, so
if you were going to tell anyone, that's the person you need to tell.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is it too soon? Is it too soon for the proposal talks, Hubb? Are you in that part of her talking with the family?
We're getting there, maybe, but
these are the questions that Hubb hears at the holiday time now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're grilling him, asking him about
the question.
You pregnant yet, Hubb? Come on. I'm 95. I got a couple days left.
He's like, what did you tell me 5 minutes ago? What was that?
Jack's a part of Molly's family. He's grilling you right now, dude.
This is how it felt.
Molly's a great girl.
This is real.
Her family's amazing.
Have you guys heard any of this yet from anyone that you might not see for a couple weeks? Like, well, see you next year, big guy, or like, just like something like that. Like, we'll talk next year.
That makes me not want to.
Yeah, if you're saying that before Christmas, like, and you're saying it seriously, you deserve to be in lockdown for the rest of your life. Like, not COVID, just like, I just don't want to see your face.
Sentence to life.
Yeah.
You stay on Zoom while the rest of the world gets back to normal, so I can mute you. Like,
yeah. Well, and you'll be hearing this one a lot at the office. Probably people are probably like, well, are you going to see family and all? Omicron, it's picking up. Like, you going, like that whole thing. It's like, come on. It's like, speak for yourselves here. Come on. Like, let's,
Yeah. I already got the news. It's trying to scare the.
Yeah, right. We don't need a coworker chiming in here. So.
And then you got to ask the question: is it mean if you get the coworker who's a little out of touch? Like, can we start making a new variant? Just to like see how far we could get it. Like, oh yeah, I heard about Omicron. But I'm really.
But have you heard of this?
Theta. Yeah, Theta's got me worried, man.
Yeah.
Theta. Yeah, that's the one where you grow the extra arm. Only if you took the Johnson & Johnson. So
that's and those are the type of people that will take that to their holiday Christmas table or wherever, and
you're passing it
start
on.
Spreading. That's how fake news starts, I'm sure.
Yeah, so. Spreading the wealth. We're helping like other.
We just got to the bottom of that.
Thanks, Cole.
Yeah. Is there anything else though that you guys might hear? What else is it? It's like I just love the people that are like, if it's not the summer, it's the holidays. It's like there's always, it's the beginning of the school year. If they have kids, like there's always an excuse for something with some people. Like there's always something that they rely on as an excuse as to why something wasn't done, why something was late. Like,
well, it's in past people would probably cling to the weather, but now it's like 70 degrees in December, so
there's no excuse for the weather, right?
You can't pull that shit anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It could be, we had the great flood in Philadelphia. It's instead of it being like snowy and cold, it's going to be like more drastic weather. Like, oh, I really wanted to get that report done, but I had to go to the bunker because the tornado was like swiping through. So, sorry, not that's not funny, but
yeah,
that's
but it's why you couldn't get it done, though.
Yeah, my bunker doesn't get Wi-Fi. My bad.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Right. Yeah, so just be prepared out there. Just know that the awkward holiday conversations are coming. Brace yourselves. I don't know what you can do to really prepare other than sort of have these like automated responses in your head, maybe. Like
you need to really think about what you did this year and what you accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to leave with that. And if you don't have a good story, you better come up with one. Because
you
need to put it on repeat. It needs to be cyclical.
Well, and luckily I have like a built-in one with the wedding. Like, oh, yeah,
That's-
got married.
that's
Got
unbelievable.
married this year. Yeah. Well, Colin, you can use that too. You were in the wedding.
I was in the
You can.
wedding.
You can.
You were there.
Yeah. You had to
I
prepare for
actually
it.
endorsed cork bats too. So
Yes,
I
you
mean,
did.
know what?
Yes, you did.
That's a big deal, and that's probably why I'm sitting here today on this podcast.
That
Yeah,
was the biggest plug of the year by far.
Special invite from Colin
Right.
due to his
It's a guest star,
promotion of Corked Bats to the new Instagram account.
executive sponsor.
Yeah. We appreciate you for that, Colin. Thank you so much.
Happy to do it, guys.
Yeah. All right. So unless there's any other awkward holiday conversations you guys may have, I think we should move on to the ugly of the week. No, nothing.
Yeah, let's do it. The ugly.
So, Jack, what was the ugly of the week? I think you said it best whenever we were talking about this initially.
Could you repeat? I'm sorry, I had to refresh my beverage situation.
That's all right. What was our ugly of the week? I know we talked about it before
This is easy. This is something that the lamestream media has really missed, but it's the fact that Tiger Woods is back and he can't even beat John Daly. What's up with that? I'm serious. It's like relying on his 12-year-old son to be making like amazing wedges, and Tiger Woods can't. Yeah.
Charlie has a long year to beat the Daly next year.
Yeah. Well, forget Tiger's back hurting. I think his son's back after hurt from carrying the team like that.
Pray for Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie got to go through his first back surgery this January.
Charlie, if you're listening, we're thinking about you, buddy.
Imagine being a 12-year-old and shooting 10 under par, and you're freaking lame ass dad.
My back surgery.
And it's just not good enough.
Yeah,
and your dad just does nothing to help you.
Yeah,
you're looking over at Daly's pounding like shots and like keg stands, and you're over here like day in and day out, just ripping it.
Yeah, that's the real story. Like a drunk John Daly and his son like beat Tiger Woods, and Tiger Woods got outclassed by his 12-year-old son. So everybody's talking about how inspirational it was. Oh, he's back. Is he back, or is Charlie here? You know,
I could not do that when I was 12 years old. I'll tell you that.
If he was truly back, then they would have been holding up the trophy yesterday.
Do you know
I don't want to hear that at all.
Vegas? Do you know there's already odds in Vegas for if Charlie will win a major before he's 25? Like,
I'd take that.
What are the odds? I would absolutely take that.
It's pretty ridiculous right now. Get on it if you can. If you can get it, yeah.
I think the real question is, does Tiger have to like hang up the Sunday red now that it's clear that his son is like the better golfer? Like this is a classic like alpha male situation. Like Tiger.
Well, actually,
I think it's maybe a handoff of power, a transition of power.
Okay. Smooth transition of power.
They have like one major tournament where they play together, and then like Tiger graciously goes to the senior tour, and Charlie like one of those.
He changes his Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Colin. He's going to change the color. That's what this family needs. It's Sunday red is no longer. You know, this is a new era.
Sunday gold tees.
Yeah, I like that, and that it's reminiscent of the Golden Tee arcade game that you would see in most bars.
Oh, where you slide the ball
with the little ball. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
I can't stop watching this 12-year-old just be better at golf than I'll ever be.
Yeah.
Like, how is that possible?
How long? So Tiger was like what, 18 when he won his first major? Wasn't he pretty young?
Yeah, I think he won the PGA Tour at like 18
in like 1999 or something.
So if they're giving his son till 25, I mean, his son's got to be better than Tiger was at his age, right?
No, Tiger was like a prodigy. He was
Tiger was on late night shows at 3 years old.
Like Johnny Carson when he was like 8 years old.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because his dad was like super crazy with him.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Woods.
Yeah.
I saw a report that Charlie might not even actually like want to be a professional golfer.
What?
So basically, Charlie sucks at golf right now.
Well,
this is his hobby. His hobby right now. This is
Charlie.
It's just a hobby.
He wants to go into business administrations. Like he's just working on his golf game for like client interaction, you know.
He like arts and crafts and consulting.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, so are you telling me he's going to go pro in something other than sports? Hubb?
Yeah.
The NCAA.
The NCAA is calling.
And hey, we're not even talking about his mom. He could be a model. Like he's, I don't want to say that he's a handsome 12-year-old kid, but
he's a student
worse.
before he's an athlete.
Yeah.
So his mom was a model. Who was?
She was like the Swedish model who was chasing him around with the 9-iron.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they're not together anymore.
No.
Yeah, you can't really be together after
that.
Yeah, after that Denny's.
Well, no wonder he doesn't want to be a professional golfer. His mom hates golf, I think.
That's a really good point. Like every time she's with him, she's probably like, "No, give me that club." Like,
you're just like your father.
Yeah.
Taking the club out of his hand.
Go play Xbox.
She's gonna treat him like you always see in those old movies where the kid has like a deadbeat dad who's some musician, and she won't let the kid play an instrument because it's like, oh, just be like your father. That's exactly what this is like.
It would be absolutely amazing if they do make like some, Charlie Woods goes on to live an incredible life and they make the Disney movie and Tiger Woods is the deadbeat dad. That's like barely is. Could you imagine? What a twist. Wait
a second. There's no way this movie isn't already being made. Like,
oh yeah, it's already being written. If there's a Kurt Warner movie about him bagging groceries at Aldi, there's definitely a Tiger Woods movie with Charlie Woods.
The execs down at Disney and ESPN, they're like salivating at the mouth watching these highlights yesterday. They're like, this is a great story. This is what the people need right here.
Oh,
Who do you think will play Charlie? He looks like Zendaya.
Yeah, I think Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya's kid. I know she's with Tom Holland now, but if you saw Dune, I don't want to spoil it, but more chemistry there.
I think Russell Wilson could play Tiger Woods.
I can see that.
Actually, that's a good call. I mean,
you saw the Succession video. He's a hell of an actor.
Could we potentially have Russell Wilson and Sierra's baby playing Charlie Woods and Russell playing Tiger? We could have like a Will and Jaden Smith situation.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
That just blew my mind.
Yeah, that just totally blew my mind. What if they made like a super team with all these kids, like Russell's kid, or no, it's not Russell's kid, right? It's
they had a
Future's
baby.
Kid.
So
they had a baby.
Yeah,
okay.
So
Future and Sierra had a kid. Yeah, that's right.
He's down to the basement, the cellar way.
Yeah. right.
Where Harry Potter lived in those first couple
Imagine
they're covered under
the Dailies were thinking though, like competing against these two, like
they were wasted.
Yeah, they did not know they were competing.
How old is John Daly's son?
That's a good
old enough to drink. For John,
he's 25, I think.
Obviously, like the Tiger Woods stole the show yesterday. Like I had no clue John Daly was even playing in this tournament.
Okay,
like I just assumed that Tiger won the tournament. Like
you would think with all the coverage.
Yeah.
John Daly's son looks like he's 34, but he's actually only 18.
But he's 18. Yeah. Let me pull up a picture.
He's probably been smoking cigs since he was 10.
Turning 18 is like a birthright in the Daly household. Like it's like you go buy John a pack of cigarettes and it's
pack
just
of
like,
ports.
Yeah, it's like a birthright for him.
Someone's got to drink those.
It's like a 30 rack and a carton of cigs.
Yeah, yeah, right. All right, so this is his son here. He does kind of look like him though.
He's a handsome kid, I guess.
He's got the Ricky Fowler hat going.
Yeah, maybe I saw a rough pick. He's all right. I'm sure he does fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's apparently pretty good at golf, so good for him.
Yeah, whatever. God bless him.
God bless him. Yeah. Right. Well, it's an exciting time in that household for both the Woods family and the Daly family. I think you got to have more excitement as the Daly family actually winning and not just like being in the news, you know.
And that's the real question. Like, okay, everybody's all pumped about Tiger Woods being back, but was Tiger Woods really happy with finishing second to John Daly? Like that.
Did they actually get second too?
Yes, or they were 2 strokes behind. Like that's the kind of
same thing. Yeah.
Look, we all played sports as a 12-year-old. We know, like, you definitely went to Perkins or Friendlies after winning games, and then the games where you blew, like, it was kind of, oh, mom needs help cleaning the
Like, get home now.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the real question. You think Tiger Woods has Charlie in the back seat? Like, oh yeah, like ice creams for winners. Go back to your
He's
mother.
already like getting a hair gel out for his next model shoot or something. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
your mother wants to talk to you.
That's incredible. Well, shout out to the Woods family though for keeping us in the news here. All right. So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we sort of wrap things up here, or anything else in the news that stuck out to you guys?
We got to touch on Brady being over the hill.
What about the back?
Oh, Brady.
That's the back. Brady's back. Brady washed. Sorry, Eddie.
No. I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth, really. Brady.
The washed goat.
I think it's 4 straight losses to the Saints. So, are the Saints his kryptonite? It's what it seems. I mean, who was even Taysom Hill was at quarterback last night. So,
and I mean, I don't want to be this guy. We're talking trash on Trevor Lawrence, but I will give Trevor Lawrence this: he's never been shut out as an NFL quarterback. And there you go. There's Tom Brady at home being shut out.
Does Trevor bump up to that number 1 of all time because of
the
that?
GOAT? The GOAT?
I think they have to be talking about Trevor Lawrence like next year, trading for
Best
Trevor
ever.
Lawrence, cutting Tom Brady. You know?
Maybe like on the cover of Resilience magazine or something. I don't know,
But
He's
Trever
been
Lawrence
through a lot in Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence definitely better than Tom Brady in those stupid Subway commercials. Like, I'm supposed to believe that Tom Brady eats at Subway. Like, he doesn't even eat bread. Like, come on.
Well, that's like the joke. Like that's like oh, like I feel like that's been in some of the commercials that he doesn't actually eat Subway.
Yeah.
Which is
never let
which
it
is
happen.
confusing as a
Yeah, I don't think people
brand
should-
manager. I'm not really sure what the point of that is, but
Yeah.
Usually when you have to repeat what the joke is, it's not much of a joke. Or explain the joke.
right.
The Subway commercials that just end with like the athlete being cut off. Like, is
I
that
miss
just
Jared, honestly. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
He is a terrible guy. I just remembered what he did, and I take that back.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, Jared's in jail.
Yeah, no,
so-
for a good reason.
Is he?
Forgot I didn't
Jared
say
is taking COVID for like sweeping up and like washing that all away for a little bit.
But the real
Speaking of other garbage quarterbacks, Carson Wentz was actually in the news for this past weekend for he lost his temper worse. According to himself, he was the most heated he's ever been on the football field. And the reporter asked why, and he was like, "I'm not going to go into too much detail, but somebody questioned my ability to reproduce as a man, and I'm just not going to stand for that."
What?
Yeah,
So I've been meaning to do a little bit more digging on this. My theory is someone maybe hit him in the balls and said something to him. But thank you, Carson, for taking 75% of your snaps this year. Eagles get your pick.
he's really sensitive.
Yeah.
He's really sensitive about that because that was the excuse he gave for him not being vaccinated too. That he like already had a kid, but he wanted to keep growing his family with his wife, so he couldn't get the vaccine.
Well,
So that's like a sore spot for him. Weirdo.
yeah, and he only threw for like 50 yards. So
Yeah,
They still got the dub though yesterday, didn't they?
that is true. Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you have Jonathan Taylor, you don't really need to throw that often.
Yeah.
Can I say one more back before we wrap up?
Yeah.
I love old school football is back in the vein of Jonathan Taylor. Like
The ground and pound.
ground and pound is just so great. Like I know this was a couple weeks ago, but that Patriots Bills game where they just ran the ball every single play and still won. Bring back that football. Bring back like concussions on every, like not actual concussions, but bring back like big hits. I love it. This whole like Texas A. I blame Mike Leach. Probably his fault.
He's
I
probably
love the
partially to blame.
Belichick press conference after that game too. That was good.
Which one?
Belichick, where he was asked about like a bunch of the game. It was pretty funny. It was worth a watch.
After that Bills game where they
Yeah.
just ran the whole time. Yeah, I remember that. They I think the question was like, why didn't you throw more? And he like just gave like a smart ass remark like he usually does. Yeah. But in a game like that though, it just made no sense to throw. Like the balls were like moving sideways whenever you were even throwing it. So,
bad, yeah.
If you throw a perfect spiral, the wind doesn't matter. So, I mean,
true.
Mac Jones was amazing in that game.
He was 1 for 2, I think.
That's
2 for
15,
3.
2 for 3. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the ground and pound is definitely back, and I'm hoping for Austin's sake that the Titans get Derrick Henry back soon because they definitely missed him yesterday. And if that team, I feel like Derrick Henry just gives them so much life, and just like that's their center lifeblood.
Yeah, they're not the same without him. They don't even look like the same team.
No, not even close. And I just saw like next week they're underdogs to the 49ers at home. So it just doesn't make any sense to me at all. But they still aren't first in their division. So the Colts are breathing down their necks though. So
look, we can focus on the Titans, but I think another who's back has got to be Big Ben. That quarterback sneak, back-to-back quarterback sneaks. I've never seen anything like it.
That was his first touchdown in 7 years or something like that.
I think it was like 3 years. Either way, it was ridiculous. Whatever number it was, it could have been, anything over 2 years. I think is a long time for a quarterback not to score.
Yeah, I could have used the Najee Harris touchdown, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. We all could have in fantasy. Yeah,
whatever.
All right. So each week, Austin and I give our picks. We called it. It turned into 3 for 3, and we changed the name to 3 bad picks because the point of the whole thing is to get 3 picks right to talk about whatever you want the following week. It hasn't happened once this year for us, so our picks are awful. Don't follow these bets. Like, please fade them at will. Load up your account now. Just fade them blindly. Don't even do any research. We did it for you already. Just fade them.
Nice.
Except,
thank you.
Austin last week was a solid 0-3.
That's good.
So, not to kick a man while he's not even here. He's not even here to defend himself. But
do you think he had the baby to distract from that, or?
It could have been. Actually, wait. Sorry. Let me take that back. If he's listening, let me take this back. The Texans. I did not see this. The Texans did beat the Jaguars. I forgot about that. So he was 1-2. Not as bad as I initially thought. 1-2. But I am currently 2-0 with the Rams -7 pending tomorrow. So I have a chance. to go 3-0 for the first time all year. Of course,
lock in the Seahawks, right?
Lock in the Seahawks for everything you have in your bank account. And of course, like the game gets moved, like we have this like wacky like Tuesday schedule. I mean, it's good for us and people who watch football, but like you were saying, like not for our wives, girlfriends, or anyone that actually wants to hang out with us, spend time with us. But let me just read off our picks real quick for week 16. You guys are more than welcome to spoon feed any locks that you guys may have too. So I'm just going to read off my picks real quick. I am taking the Browns +7.5 at Packers. Vikings +3 at home versus the Rams. And I'm taking Seattle -7. So Seattle's +7 tomorrow night, and I'm going to take a -7 next week. And the Seahawks are playing the Bears at home. Austin's picks are Chicago +7. Ironically, he's got the opposite of me there. So he's got Chicago at Seattle +7. He's got the football team at Dallas +10.5.
Wow.
And he also has the Cardinals -1.5 versus the Colts. So that Cardinals pick makes me think Austin is a little bit of a homer there by taking the opposite of the Colts. But
that line already moved to 2. So
which one?
The Cardinals Colts. So public like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So maybe Austin. Good thing he got it in early there.
Is this just NFL AD, or are we doing the bowl season?
If you have a lock of any type, you can give it. You guys can each give a lock if you'd like.
Look,
your lock of the week.
I will tell the people it's the lock of the week. The Potato Bowl is always the best bowl of bowl season. Love it. Hubb wrote a great article last year about the Potato Bowl, betting miracle.
Nice.
Corkbats.com. Go read it, and you won't be sorry.
Good plug.
Yeah,
Thank you.
This year in the Potato Bowl, we have Kent State Flashes versus the Wyoming Cowboys. You know, Kent State, you love watching bowl games with MAC teams in them because you never know what's going to happen. Like, it's either going to be ugly and they're going to lose by 50, or it's going to be like, the craziest game you've ever seen. Kent State getting 3.5. Lock it in. They're winning.
Wow, you heard it here first.
Straight up.
Wow.
You don't even need the points. Kent State Flashes.
And this game is tomorrow on Tuesday, folks. So lock it in now. You might want to catch that half point if you want the points. Catch that 3.5.
I'd always buy the point.
No, guys, you want plus 140. You want that extra payday.
No, we're taking money line, guys. Never mind.
We're taking money line. Look,
all right.
We all have people. We're gonna, instead of buying that crappy gift, you're gonna buy that slightly less crappy gift because you're taking the money line
with the money you got from Kent State. All right,
just in time for the holidays.
Yeah.
Go
thank you. Do either of you have a holiday gift for our listeners out there?
I do. In the spirit of Urban Meyer getting the boot, the guy running on the field, my lock of the week is Jags money line over the New York Jets.
God. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's the Jets. I was gonna say everyone thought they were gonna win this weekend without Urban, but
that is why it's going
very wrong. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're taking the Jags. Kent State. Colin, who are we taking this holiday season?
Mine's going to be, I think it's a Monday night game. It's the Dolphins Saints. I'm going Saints minus 2.5 at home.
Oh, I love that.
All right.
Dolphins Saints minus 2.5 at home. Get it in now while you can.
Well, you can still get that 2.5 before it goes to 3, guys, because we are market movers here at the Junk Drawer. So as soon as this hits the airwaves, people will be betting it. So get them in now.
You got it.
And normally this would be the time that we have the Frank fact. Let me pull this up here. But I texted Frank, but then I completely forgot to text him again and get the fact. So the Frank fact this week is Austin Huff is now a father. So that is not Frank's fact, but it's my fact this week. Austin Huff is a dad. Congratulations again, Austin, to you and Meredith. Very happy for the both of you, and
Congrats.
Can't wait to meet her. Yeah, I saw her on FaceTime, but can't wait to meet her in person.
Do you think Austin's getting a lot of advice from all of his friends and loved ones?
Oh, I'm sure. Just probably like before the baby was born, like make sure you get the sleep in while you can.
That's a big one.
You're not going to be sleeping anymore in a couple weeks.
Better help with the breastfeeding.
Yeah, right.
I like that. You never knew love until you held your newborn child.
That's a good one too. That's a good one. Yeah.
Do you know if he read the baby books?
Expecting fathers.
I don't know if he
what
did.
to expect when you're expecting.
I hope he did, because at this point it's too late. You can't read the books after the baby's born.
Yeah, there's
they can have another kid.
Okay, all right, fair.
And then maybe the kid can read to him the book. The other kids.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, Colin, that's a good point. Any other advice? I think.
I would say people are probably reaching out. Let me know when you want me to babysit, and the advice I'd probably give is take every one. Take every offer.
I'm sure people are saying to him, just wait, just wait till they turn 2,
I like
because they say
this
like
one. Enjoy-
terrible 2s or whatever. I'm sure he's getting that one too.
Just enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
gonna go
It goes
fast.
so fast. You'll blink and they'll be graduating high school.
Yeah, if you blink, they'll graduate. Austin's gonna be blinking.
Like in Billy Madison when he's like, cherish every moment. Like, don't you
Stay here for the love
stay?
of God.
Yeah.
Cherish it.
That's good. Yeah, we love you, Austin. That's gonna be fun. You're gonna love it.
Congrats, Austin.
He's
Congrats.
a father now. But yeah, and thank you guys for filling in for Austin.
Thank you for having us.
He's got other duties now besides this podcast, so he
A
can't.
lot more.
Baby
Yeah.
duty.
A lot
If he
more
doesn't turn
responsibility.
this podcast down after this one,
Yeah. A lot more responsibilities than he had last week. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you again for filling in, and thank you for tuning in. For those of you out there, I was not tweeting during it, so I don't know how many views we actually had, but thank you guys, and this was fun. So maybe we'll have to do it again sometime.
Before
Let's
we
do
sign
it.
off, AD, breaking news: Derek Carr hurt. You heard it here on the junk drawer.
Oh
First.
no! How bad is he hurt?
Oh, he fumbled so bad, and he's
Oh, so pretty.
He's down bad.
I think Myles Garrett did it too. It was a sack.
I think that just cements him as defensive player of the year. So
Yeah. Just give it to him. Just give it to him.
it's over.
Yeah. All right. Well, then let's go enjoy this Raiders Browns game, I guess.
we got another 8 o'clock. We got an 8 o'clocker too as well.
Yeah, Vikings Bears.
Delvin cookie time.
This is
Guys-
a Monday night. This is
Yeah, guys, it certainly feels like the holidays with all this extra football, doesn't it?
It really does.
We got
There's
2
no-
tomorrow, so get yourselves ready for that too.
Go
Awesome.
Birds.
Setting my
Go
alarm
Birds.
right now.
Well, I'm hearing more breaking news. A lot of Eagles players going on COVID. I'm hearing that the game might be pushed to actually Thursday to account for
Ooh.
that. So
They're gonna have a doubleheader on Sunday.
yeah, they're gonna play the Giants at 1 on Sunday, and then the football team is gonna come in, and we're gonna play them at 8.
7-inning games.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like a soccer
quarter.
tournament, like a round robin type thing. Everyone
yeah.
gets to play each other.
we get our orange wedges at halftime.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
actually-
right. Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
And guys, don't forget to subscribe to our
Yes,
podcast.
please.
Swipe
Tell
up.
everyone, like, subscribe, and the other thing too, please subscribe to our YouTube. We are approaching, we're very close to 1,000. I think we're
Oh, we got this.
946. We're not that close, but we're pretty close. So if anyone hears this, just subscribe to our YouTube to help us get. Austin and I have a bet. If we do get to 1,000 before the end of the year, which we are approaching very fast at this point, I will be doing a podcast hatless, without a hat, and Austin will be doing a podcast without a shirt. So whatever
All
you
right.
would like to see, make sure you make that happen. So 1,000 subscribers.
So everybody's clear. Wait to subscribe till January 1st, so we don't have to see that.
Yeah, yes, you don't have to see Austin without a shirt on.
Save the subscribers.
Well, he's officially got that dad bod now. So I mean,
that's true.
Ooh.
he's like an ambassador for dads everywhere.
That's in now though. So
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. We'll have to do it again sometime. And thank you for tuning in. Do you guys know how I end it? I feel like you guys don't actually know how we end it.
I've never got to the end of a show.
Yeah,
Andy.
I know. I figured it's all right. I don't think many people do. It's actually how we started. So if you remember how we started the podcast, no,
Had a few drinks.
95-year-old
it's ahoy.
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 Ahoy.